Cold room, small space, zero time to freeze. These 6 heaters are the ones worth your money. Here's the plan. A quick tour from 6 to 1 with real-world takeaways like how fast they heat, how they sound, whether they wobble, and if the safety actually works, even where the cheaper ones cut corners. Keep an ear out for the little, nice moments and the, not ideal stuff, because that's where the decision gets easy. 6. TABYIK Space Heater. Let's start with the TABYIK, the classic tiny but trying desk heater with PTC ceramic heating, oscillation, and the usual safety claims. Tip-over protection and overheat protection built in, plus a quick warm promise that, actually feels snappy for personal heat. In a small office or next to your keyboard, it throws warmth in seconds, and the oscillation helps it not feel like a heat laser pointed at your knuckles. The controls are simple, and it even has a fan-only mode for a quick cool-off, which is a nice touch for a compact unit. Now, about that safety. Tip-over protection works, but in hands-on demos, you can see it takes a moment to actually cut power after a fall, which isn't a deal breaker, but it's not instant either, so, well, keep it away from where the cat can bull it over. The oscillation arc covers a desk nicely, and the noise sits in that low, goes unnoticed hum, but don't expect room-wide coverage from something this size. It's personal heat, not a living room savior. Heat modes feel straightforward. Low, high, and natural wind, and the PTC element gets warm fast, which is exactly what you want in a 10-minute break between calls. Where it shows budget roots is the build. Light, plasticky, and while the detachable filter and carrying handle are convenient, it doesn't feel like a throw-it-in-the-garage-for-years appliance. Use it respectfully, and it'll be a fine desk buddy. 5. Gaiatop Mini Space Heater. The Gaiatop Mini is the minimalist of the bunch. 500-watt PTC ceramic, desk-size footprint, simple switch, and safety features that actually cover the basics. 45-degree tip-over and overheat protection with a V0 rated fire-resistant materials. Think palm-sized personal bubble warmth that kicks in within a couple seconds. For typing, reading, or warming your hands while editing late at night, it does its job with a quiet presence. It's the exact kind of heater you don't notice until you turn it off and go, oh, that's colder than I thought. But here's the trade. 500 watts won't rescue a chilly room, and it doesn't try to. This is made for a desk, dorm, or tiny bedroom corner, not a lounge. And the lack of advanced controls or thermostats means you're either on or off. No clever eco mode, no temp target, just heat when you want it. If that's your vibe, perfect. If you want set and forget, it's not the right tool. Build-wise, it hits budget solid. Compact shell, lightweight, easy to move around, but not the tank-like feeling you get with more premium models. The safety profile is legit for the class, and the operating noise sits in that soft hum tier that won't interrupt a Zoom call or a binge watch. It's the definition of simple heat that doesn't ask for attention. Let me explain why it's at 5. Great for personal warmth and energy light to run, but the limited output and basic interface cap its versatility. 4. QQT Electric Space Heater. Moving up, QQT's compact ceramic unit plays in that small but room-aware space. Efficient PTC heating, adjustable controls, and the expected overheat protection for indoor use. It's the kind of heater you park near your legs or by the couch, and it manages to spread warmth decently without becoming noisy or pushy. If you value straightforward design with no app, no gimmicks, just heat and a stable footprint, it checks the boxes. In normal use, the heat up is quick, the airflow is intentional, and it doesn't feel strained when running on cool mornings, even with a modest power draw compared to 1500-watt beasts. Adjustable settings let you tune it so it's not blasting, which makes it easier to live with for hours. You won't get ultra-precise thermostatic control, but the manual feel is predictable in a good way. Noise is what you want for working. A consistent low whir that fades into the room, nothing rattle-prone or buzzy. Safety is handled with overheat protection. Keep it on a solid surface, keep the back clear, and it behaves like a good citizen heater. Style is understated, which honestly helps it disappear into the setup. Here's what matters. This is the reliable small room helper that's easier to live with than the ultra mini heaters, but doesn't pretend to be a smart, feature-stacked tower. If you like physical controls and solid warmth without learning a manual, it's a comfortable pick for bedrooms and home offices. Bottom line, better coverage and control than the minis, still compact and friendly. 3. Kismile Small Electric Space Heater. Kismile's compact ceramic heater is the familiar favorite for people who want the classic formula. Adjustable thermostat, multiple heat settings, and a sturdy little frame that just works. It warms fast, settles into a steady output, and the thermostat helps it cycle instead of blasting constantly, which keeps the room more comfortable over time. For small bedrooms, kitchens during breakfast, or a hallway nook, it finds the balance between noticeably warmer and not intrusive. Features are what you expect from a good everyday unit: multiple modes, tip-over and overheat protection, and a footprint that's easy to move around without feeling flimsy. The heat direction is focused, but it has enough spread to make a small space feel evenly warmed after a few minutes. If you've used a bunch of cheap heaters, this one feels like the grown-up in the room. Simple, solid, does the job. Noise stays on the calm side, and the thermostat is the real upgrade over micro heaters. You can set it and get back to whatever you're doing without micromanaging the switch. It's not a smart heater with screens and timers, it's a dependable dial and go. That's a plus if you like tactile simplicity. Let me explain the ranking. Kismile sits at 3 because it covers the fundamentals with confidence. Thermostat, safety, sensible warmth, without stretching for features it can't nail. If you want reliable heating in a compact body without paying up for premium bells and whistles, this is the sweet spot. Bottom line, the classic small heater that earns its keep. Number 2. LifePlus 2-in-1 Heater Fan Combo. LifePlus brings a different angle. It's a space heater and an air circulator, so you get heat in winter and fan utility when things warm up. That 2 seasons value is underrated, especially if you're trying to keep one thing on the floor, not a heater plus a fan fighting for the same socket. The warm-up is quick, the airflow is purposeful, and because it's built to move air, that heat spreads faster than a typical little box heater. Usability is strong. You can run it as a fan only on mild days, then kick the heating element on when the temp dips, which keeps it valuable beyond a 3-month window. Safety is handled with overheat protection, and the design feels more balanced and less tippy than cheaper square minis. It's the kind of unit you can park in a living area and not feel like you're babysitting it. The best part is the combo utility. You don't stash it away when spring hits, you just slide into fan mode and keep it working. Operation noise is consistent in that airflow white noise zone that's actually pretty nice for focus. If you like multi-use gear, it earns its footprint. Here's what matters. LifePlus gives you year-round value, faster perceived warmth because of better air movement, and a practical feature set. It's not a smart tower with app control, but for a compact combo, it's extremely easy to recommend. Bottom line, versatile, steady, and useful beyond winter. 1. Dreo Space Heater. This is the small heater that feels premium the second you use it. Digital thermostat with a 41 to 95 degree Fahrenheit range, eco mode, quiet 37 to 34 decibel operation, 70 degree oscillation, child lock, timer, the works. And it heats fast with a 1500 watt PTC element that doesn't gulp energy like a blunt instrument. The covered sweet spot is around 200 square feet, which is perfect for bedrooms, offices, and smaller living spaces. And the thermostat actually hits and holds a target without the too hot, too cold seesaw. It's the heater you forget is on because the room just feels right. Details matter. Detachable, washable filter so dust doesn't cook on the intake, a fused safety plug, tip-over and overheat protection, and a smooth oscillation mechanism that doesn't chatter. The interface is modern without being fussy, clear readout, sensible buttons, and the eco mode that dials back power automatically once you're at temperature, which is both comfortable and efficient. You can set a 1 to 12-hour timer and stop thinking about it. Noise is impressively low for how much heat it moves. At a desk or in a bedroom, it doesn't intrude. And the airflow feels even rather than hot stream aimed at your shin. The tower-ish form factor with a small base makes it easy to place. And at roughly 3 pounds, it's grab and go without feeling flimsy. This is the small room standard to beat. Final thought before you pick. If you just need personal warmth at a desk, Gaiatop is the simple win. If you want a budget personal heater with oscillation, TABYIK is tempting. If you want small room comfort with set and forget control, Dreo is the one that makes you forget winter's at the door.